Police discretion in the criminal justice system. Welcome to Doc CJ FAQs. Today we are going to answer the question, what does police discretion mean? Police discretion is the power given to law enforcement officers to make decisions in the course of their duties based on their judgment and experience rather than on strict rules or regulations. In the world of criminal justice, police officers have many responsibilities. One of the key aspects of their job is making decisions, often quickly, about how to handle different situations. This decision-making ability is what we call police discretion. Whether it's deciding to issue a warning instead of a ticket, or to arrest someone or not. Police discretion plays a vital role in how laws are enforced. Why is police discretion important? Above all, police discretion is important because it allows for flexibility. Laws can't cover every possible situation. By using their judgment, police officers can adapt to the specific circumstances they encounter. Additionally, this freedom allows police to prioritize more severe crimes over minor violations, thereby making more efficient use of their time and resources. How is police discretion used? If a police officer pulls you over for speeding, they have several options. They can give you a ticket, issue a warning, or let you go without any action. The choice often depends on various factors like your driving record, the road conditions, and whether you posed a danger to others. In this case, the officer uses discretion to determine the most appropriate course of action. The scope of police discretion is important to understand. While police officers have the freedom to make judgment calls in various situations, it's essential to remember that their discretion is not without limits. Officers are required to operate within the confines of local, state, and federal laws. These laws set the stage for what police can and can't do, but they often leave some wiggle room for officers to use their judgment. For instance, laws may not specifically dictate every step an officer must take during a traffic stop, but they set broad guidelines that officers must follow. In more complex scenarios, such as responding to a mental health crisis, officers must be mindful of the specific statutes and regulations that apply. By understanding and adhering to these laws, officers ensure that their use of discretion is both lawful and justifiable. The space within legal boundaries allows for humane and practical applications of police discretion. Take, for example, a situation where an officer encounters a homeless person sleeping in a public park. While the law may technically permit the officer to make an arrest for trespassing or loitering, the officer might choose a more compassionate route. They could opt to direct the individual to a local shelter or provide information on social services. This alternative approach demonstrates how officers can exercise discretion to achieve a more helpful and human-centered outcome, rather than resorting to the strict letter of the law. It shows that even within the constraints of legal frameworks, there's room for empathy and practical problem-solving. The risks and challenges of police discretion are also significant. One major concern is the potential for abuse of power or discriminatory practices. For example, an officer might be more lenient with people from their own community and harsher with outsiders. This is why oversight and accountability are essential components of any discussion about police discretion. Police discretion creates a balancing act between flexibility and accountability. While officers need the freedom to make judgments, those decisions should be fair and justifiable. Many police departments are implementing body cameras and other technologies to document officers' actions and decisions. This not only protects the public, but also provides a measure of protection for the officers themselves. The way police use their discretion plays a crucial role in shaping their relationship with the community they serve. When police exercise their authority in a fair and compassionate manner, it lays the foundation for community trust. This is especially true in the context of community policing, a strategy that focuses on building positive relationships between law enforcement and community members. In community policing, officers are often embedded in neighborhoods, which allows them to better understand the unique needs and challenges of those areas. When officers use discretion wisely, like choosing to mediate a minor dispute between neighbors rather than making an arrest, it reinforces the idea that police are part of the community fabric, rather than an opposing force to be feared. However, the flip side is also true. If police use their discretion in an arbitrary or discriminatory manner, it erodes the community's trust, undermining the goals of community policing. For instance, if an officer unfairly targets individuals based on race or economic status, it can create a divide between the community and law enforcement. Such practices not only alienate the individuals who are unfairly treated, but also send a damaging message to the community at large. The consequences of this can be far-reaching, making people less likely to cooperate with police or report crimes. This creates an environment where both law enforcement and community members are at a disadvantage. Therefore, responsible use of police discretion is mutually beneficial for both law enforcement and the community. When officers make fair and balanced decisions, it fosters a sense of justice and equality, which is integral for the long-term success of community policing strategies. Community members are more likely to view police as allies rather than adversaries, leading to a safer and more harmonious environment for everyone involved. In turn, this trust makes it easier for law enforcement to do their jobs effectively. Both sides have a vested interest in ensuring that police discretion is exercised with care, fairness, and a genuine concern for the well-being of the community. Legal aspects of police discretion are also crucial. It's important to understand that the exercise of police discretion is not beyond scrutiny. It can be challenged in a court of law. If there is evidence that an officer's use of discretion was unfair, biased, or discriminatory, the individual affected by this decision has the right to seek legal redress. This can lead to various outcomes, such as the dismissal of charges, a re-evaluation of evidence, or even a formal investigation into the officer's conduct. Moreover, body camera footage or other forms of documentation can serve as critical evidence in these cases. The court's oversight acts as a check on police power, ensuring that officers can't abuse their discretion without facing potential consequences. Legal challenges to police discretion can have broader implications beyond individual cases. If an officer is found to have acted unfairly or discriminately, it could lead to department-wide reviews or reforms. In some instances, it might result in the revision of policies that guide how discretion should be exercised, ultimately affecting the conduct of the entire police force. The police department itself may face lawsuits or other legal actions leading to financial burdens or reputational damage that could prompt systemic changes. These consequences act as deterrents, encouraging responsible use of discretion across the board. However, challenging police discretion in court is not a simple process. The legal system gives considerable weight to the judgment of law enforcement officers, often requiring strong evidence to overturn an officer's decision. This can create barriers for individuals who feel they have been unjustly treated but may not have the resources or knowledge to mount a legal challenge. Therefore, while the possibility of legal oversight exists as a safeguard, it also underscores the importance of responsible, fair use of police discretion in the first place to maintain trust and uphold justice. In summary, police discretion is a necessary but complex part of law enforcement. It allows officers to make judgment calls during their duties, offering a balance between strict regulation and real-world flexibility. However, this power must be used responsibly and fairly to maintain public trust and uphold the principles of justice. Thank you for watching Doc CJ FAQs. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel for more insights into the criminal justice system. See you next time.